Productions.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well tonight. And tonight we're going to be playing Lego Classic Adventure Quest. This was once a Flash game back in the day, and now it has got its own launcher since Flash Player have gone down. Uh, but the devs of the game are still updating it every week, last I checked, along with the other games that were Flash based that you have to log into. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what we've got. Give me a sec right here to do that, and then go ahead and pull this up. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive right in, everybody. This is my original account. I have changed the name. The original name was not this, but I did change it to this uh, a good while back. I've been playing this game off and on for a very long time. But we're going to actually do the Valorant saga, which is, I believe, like the main like storyline in the game. And I'm going to try and do as much as I can. Some of it I can't really do the full like thing for because it was time based on some of it, but some of it has actual lore and story. So let's go ahead and start off with the very first chapter in this one right here. The Archmage Warder points you back to the direction of Babylon, where you must meet the wise sage Urgur. Or I can't pronounce names worth a frick. For what reason you do not know. But you have a feeling that Ordo will be expecting you. My name is Yodel. I may be blind, but I see all. Your fate, my friend, is quite interesting. I'm not really here to learn about my fate this time, Sage. Warwick sent me here so that I could be be a journey. He said my path would be revealed along the way. Water is a powerful wizard, but he is not a sage. His ability to foresee is limited by his realm of magical methods. My abilities are a different origin. What do you mean? I was born blind, but was able from the beginning to see into the future of those near me. As a child, this would have driven me insane. I would have been sent to an asylum or worse if it hadn't been for the kindness and patience of an individual I'm most thankful for. And who was that? The Drake called Cackrel. Huh? I am a sage, but do not read minds, yet I know what you are thinking. I bet you do. I thought the Drakes were only a selfish, warlike race. The Drakes, as all the races, commit of more than one group. They are the oldest of the intelligent races of Lore. So those who don't know, Lore is the name of the world that we're in. Whoa, say go Ula. Let's go with the classic art for the battle. Alright. Light. I should switch my weapons to light. As you can tell, see the basic things. There's a whole the higher the percentage on a particular monster's thing, elemental modifier, the more higher damage it does. The lower it is, the less it does damage. They'll also have their aptitudes over there, aptitudes, a little bit of lore on the monster as well. This one description is no one knows what a Ribbitor is. In fact, no one has ever seen or heard from one before. You must be special if you have ribbiting coming after you. So let's go ahead, since it's actually undead. I have a special weapon specifically for undead, I believe. Let me check here. Well, I used to. I may not have a grip now that I think about it. I'll use my light base weapon then, if that's the case. Go ahead and summon a light soul, Zord, and then get a light pet, which is Balloon Fighter, which is a really old pet I've got. As you can see, it really old. Alright, so next thing to do is to do weapons. No. Items. Then I'm going to spell mastery thing. This boosts my spell damage and stuff and accuracy and whatnot. And then, since it does Earth and Dark damage, I'm going to keep the armor and shield I have on currently. I made sure things were set to retro on it, by the way. Alright. Come on. I can also pull up the battle logs, which is somewhere around here. Battle logs right here. Okay. Go ahead and put that there. I think battle log will do better there. Battle 1. And it used the, I have also the retro version of this showing. Trying to find a good place to put the battle logs. It notifies me what does what and so forth. It knocked me out? Yeah, it paralyzed me. Alright, so item. go ahead and drink a mana potion. Because my guest uses mana. Come on. There we go. I take on another one, apparently. It's basically what I look like without my hood on. But this is what I look like normally. I have a hood. A blue hood. Alright. The dick. Alright. Alright, go ahead and drink another mana potion. Nostalgia. As you can see, I have nostalgia stuff set to old. So you see all the old retro stuff, even this battle using a retro model. There we go. Those monsters are gone. They have been defeated, but I've never seen anything like them before now. I'm used to being randomly attacked by monsters, but I like to know one thing. Just how did they surprise us like that when you are the sage? You should be plenty, they would be here. This confirmed the suspicion that both Word and I had recently. There must indeed be some force out there that neither of us are able to detect. Someone or something that is able to precisely control the inner real realm so that even I cannot sense action. I'm not even going to pretend I understand that. I will meet you again soon, but first you might want to journey to the easternmost point of Dogova Forest. There you will find someone who knows the answers to a question that is important to us. Who will I find? That I cannot tell you, for it may affect the outcome. But the question you must ask is, What is the source of the red frog? Okay. Now, go! Okay. And then each quest we do, we can look at to buying items. But I don't need any of these items currently. And this is what these look like. But these cost tokens, which, interesting enough, the tokens can be owned without having to tokens can be owned without having to pay IRL money for it, but there are other ways to get them as well. You can get them with IRL money, or you can get them by doing like if you have a house in the game, you have it wait for a little bit and then sell the house. It gives you Z tokens as well. Following Sage Aura requests, you travel by horseback one day to the edge of Darkova. Your mount refuses to go further, and you go the rest of the way to the easternmost point of the forest on foot. Every time I come back to this place, I get treats. Ha 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 ha! Welcome to my woods, trespasser. I can sense that. You are a werewolf! My minions attack! Technically, I'm not a werewolf, I'm technically a werepie, but okay. When they introduced this quest, they actually didn't originally introduce it. When they first introduced this quest, they didn't have werepies yet in the game. But if I was a vampire and human, that dialogue changes based on those. Fire and light, it looks like, and they do dark. So let's go ahead and switch over to my dark gear. And this actually gets a boost against vampire. And then I also have a special weapon against vampires and werewolves right here. That gives me more boosts. And then go ahead and change my armor to Necromancer Cloak, because this is what gives me a boost against darkness. So look at all these boosts I get with what I currently have equipped. Alright, let's see here. There we go. They have never changed the look of the vamps. Now this person behind here, they have changed her look. I think she had one other look I think before this, but the vamps here, I don't think they've ever changed the look, or if they have, they cleaned them up. I think the cape, they didn't have a moving cape like that originally. Alright. Look at that damage! It's all because of my deal boosting against vampires right now. My shield boosts against vampires, my weapon, and then I already got the Necromancer outfit. Oh, and technically in this weapon, there's certain weapons that boost against certain creature, right? You have weapons that boost against strictly vampires, or weapon that boosts specifically to werewolves. You also got some that specifically boost to undead in general, and vampires also count as undead. go. Gotta take out some more. Drink a mana potion. Also, they changed originally how the potion stuff works. Used to, you could drink one or drink two at the same time. If you drink two at the same time, you got a higher boost from it. Now they basically made it where if you drink, all you can do is drink one, and that one gives you the same amount of like boosts and heals as it normally would for two, which is a quality of life to the game that was very nice. Let's see here. Vampire Warrior. Got a Vampire Warrior here. Should I show off some of my necromancy ability? Because originally, when you used your abilities, you had to go to, as soon as you hit the attack, you had to pick, it automatically popped it up. Now it doesn't, you have to actually go to skills heal. And Necromance used to, every class only went up to level 10. Now some of them like Paladin, Necromancy, and a couple other goes to level 20 now. But as you can see, I got different ones here. And for those who don't know, I'm actually a Guardian. Alright, so that was Undead Giant that just used the ability. This is Phil, Ray Skeleton, and this is like a thing that let me summon a guest that is dark base pretty much, so go back on that. But Phil, I can do 3 different type of Phil. We have Looming Phil, this one, and Primal Phil, which is Primal Phil, I think the highest level 1. Right? Yep. And it does fire damage. Let's see here. Go to skills. Go ahead and go here. We can also do these, which is Deathwalker, which lets me basically become a Deathwalker, or a Lich, I believe, to be more precise. Not usage. This ability cannot be used at this time, apparently, because of this. Charge Deathwalker more. Okay. There we go. Back. Absorb Hex. Oh, yeah, that's what that does. So we have Absorb, Deathwalker, Wrathworks, Store Anima and Import, and then this one, Shape Your Mind and Kernel Your... I can increase that. Go heal. Hunting, we can do that. Let's see. Hunting. Oh, this is to summon a hunting minion, isn't it? Yep. Oh wait, no, it's an attack actually. I haven't explored these in a long time, so I'm a bit rusty on knowing what does what. I know the Undead Giant is one of the more useful ones. Vampsire. Which a Vampsire is just like akin to a vampire. Description: a powerful vampire belonging, be- a powerful vampire holding a high rank in the vamp army, a master of magic ability and mental backs from thin air, all while maintaining an air of elegance like a sire. And it's level 95. I think that's the highest like level of vamp sire you can kind of like fight. There's also a vamp lord you can fight, which is another like ball of wax to deal with. Also, interesting enough, this shield also happens to work on whale pies as well as it works against Draco pies, which is a higher version of, which is basically, those who don't know what a whale pie is in the game, it's basically a mix between a werewolf and a vampire. It basically is uh, somebody who was infected with both vampirism and lycanism at the same time and survived being infected with both and transforming. Now a Dracopie has its own unique stories too, which I may cover those in this stream depending on if we get the Devouring series completed. Alright. Another vamp sile. And this is just the basic gameplay I'm going over pretty much right now. Though also I can ally assists. I can do that 5 times within one day. Each one has a specific like thing. He's good for I can summon him. He does massive light damage and do extra void damage to any undead. So he would actually be good against the vampire. This guy also does massive fire damage, but also extra void damage to dragons. She basically does a large amount of water damage and causes bleeding on monsters. He does dark damage, but leaves a undead aura that affects the enemy over time. Same thing with her bleeding. Then you have this one, Robin. Does massive amount of wind damage and it weakens the armor of the enemy. Let's summon him. Why did it only do fire damage with him? Attack! There we go, we won. Another vampire warrior. I'm getting some lag spikes right now. Go heal. I need to see if I can't tone down the graphics. Oh, the graphics are already toned down to the max already. One of the major monsters I really love fighting in the game are actually monsters like vampires, werewolves, and dracopies, and dragons. I've always loved fighting those type of monster types because you get big numbers for the type of weaponry I have and deal, and they barely do any damage to me. I'm a bit OP against them. Go ahead and drink this so I can get more. There we go. Let me check some of my skills here. Like this one. Wig. Mana quick quirky. Alright. Back. Alright, let's see here. Haunting. Neutral, full defense, and spell casting. Let's go full defense on that. And then back, go heal. Undead Giant. Undead Giant basic attack element around your weapons base like stuff. Amazing. I am quite impressed you are still alive. Perhaps one day you will consider curing your lycaners and joining me. You are here for a noble intervention, but what would draw you to my home? Some foolish errand, perhaps? Well, oh, my bad. One of those quests you are so fond of? Or something more? I came here to simply ask you a question, Queen Seraphim. What sort of question? This had better be important. I have places to plunder and people to eat. Okay, then, here goes. What is the source of the red frog? Huh? Is everything alright? What's wrong? You are quite an innocent fool to utter those words. If you are still here, then when I return, I will tell you the secret, but you may be able to guess. What do you mean if I am still here? What on Lord does she mean by that? Ow! It seems to be pulling the life from my body. Wow. Okay, it's official. I hate that stuff. Ah, you are still standing. You must be sure to be fully healed before you fight any monsters. Well, I'm waiting for you to answer that question I had. Why isn't it obvious? What you have just seen was called into existence by you when you mentioned its name. What, you mean when I said red Don't say it again. How is that possible? Some places in the well are like this. They hold their own magic, which can be called forth using words of power. Okay, now that I know that, what am I supposed to do with that knowledge? That, my dear, is a question for your sage or perhaps the Archmage Warwick. Now, you had better leave here before I decide that you will make a good dinner. Alright? She gives me a shield called Bloodfang Omen Shield. This is what it looked like. It actually looks pretty nice. I don't think it used to look like this, but since the rework, they made it look nice. Alright, return to hub. Skip intro. Now, Harry's situation. After your meeting with the vampire queen Sullivan, you have had your feel of the supernatural. But before you can get out of Darkova, you draw the attention of another well-known figure. I feel like I'm lost. Why do I always have to get lost here? Of all places. You must not be very comfortable about your safety. Filthy blood-sucking vermin. My loyal draconic lawyer ripped this intruder limb from limb. First thing first, I have to deal with a wildebeest. Let me look at its description. A powerful werewolf that leads its own pack. Wildebeests can take far more punishment than other whale creatures thanks to their powerful endurance and regeneration. Well, that's not going to do you too much good when I switch over to that and switch my shield over from dark resistant to earth resistance, as well as then switch some of my guys heal up, summon my new Guyville, switch to my Inferno android pet, and then switch armor to my more Earth base. I think this is my more Earth base. If I remember correctly, yeah, that is. Here we go. This is the ability tree for the werewolf. They used to not have an ability tree at all, and they just propped randomly. Now, that's different. Night Force, if you're the perfect blend of vampire, magical, mysterious, and the werewolf physical Darman. Yep. You alter your normal attack to use strength, intelligence, and luck. Strength, intelligence, and luck. Alright, unstoppable bloodlust, and then become the I'm literally just turned into a full-on whale pie. Hey, oh Wanderer! Heal but lurking while I finish up dinner. Nice! What's you cooking, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, I got Z tokens from that. Nice. Dang. That was some serious damage I just did. There we go. Quick, go heal. Oh, big lag spike. Down he goes. Now, that is the old one. Let's go ahead and switch these on to new. Get rid of this nostalgia portion. Now, let's show off the new looks. Nice. I love this weapon for heal. It's so good against vampire, werewolves, whale pies, and Draco pies. Down he go! Nope, not yet. Come on, he keep on dodging. There we go. This is the new version of it after I removed the nostalgia portion. Ah, Direwolf. A powerful Lycan able to strike with savage fury to deal increasing damage. I guess you're in a pretty dire situation. Go ahead and... Ooh, I'm getting a lot of lag. So, since I'm getting a lot of lag, skill, go ahead and get out of this form. There we go. That should lower the lag some, but it won't do a ton. This game, unfortunately, does lag a lot for certain models for some reason. Even though it's no longer like using Flash programming, it does lag. Definitely never made it this far in the game. Oh, hey, McGriffin! Welcome! This is my current level and stats. I've been playing this game off and on since 2007. And my current level is 113. And I have like really top tier gear. Even for like right now. I've been playing this game off and on for years and years. For ever since 2000s, and I've been playing the same account. I've never lost my original account. As you can see, this is my original account. There are actually people that are higher level than me. I don't actually know what the max level in the game is, but I know there is a max level. There are also titles in it, or there used to be titles. I guess they may have got rid of titles. I don't see titles on here anymore. But they have clans, classes, they have always updated the game. They've never stopped with updating. I believe they do like weekly updates for this game still. As you can see, they've changed it, but if I wish to, I can technically change it to the nostalgia version, the old versions of it, if I wished. And I think that what's causing it to lag is because I set it to the newer. But here are the nostalgia symbols of back when they were, when this was a Flash game. Those was the symbols you dealt with, and the set audio sound you hear me hitting with also was, is the original sounds. Is anyone getting some flashbacks from the game at all? I hope y'all. Though the game has changed a lot since I played last, y'all better, I hope y'all getting some, like, still getting a lot of nostalgia. Because you can change this now. There's a lot more customization now with this stuff. There we go, took down the werewolf warrior. You may have proven that you can defeat some of my lesser servants, but that won't help you in the future. Now, what shall I do with you? I'm actually quite hungry for a light snack at this time. My stomach rumbles, in fact. You have beaten my minions, so you must have some meat on your bones. Why are you so silent? Are you so trembling with fear that you are unable to beg for your life? You hellless wep. ... Your meeting with Queen Seraphid was not without importance. You learn a special power word that can sometimes work with Durva and nowhere else. All you have to do is say Reg Frog and embrace yourself. Should I say it or no? What do y'all guys think? Should I say it or no? If I don't say it, I don't know what would happen if I don't say it. I know what happens if I do say it, though. So should I? Alright, let's say it then. Red Fog. I take damage along with them. That was very unhandy and tricksy thing to do. I must leave now to go lick my room for now, but you have not hold the last of me. Red dot dot dot. Wow, that was a close call. Now I'd better go heal myself before I run into any other thing that want to eat me. Alright, so here we go. We got this version of the shield now, the Moonfang Old Man Shield. That way it looks like. They changed the look of this most definitely. This is not what it used to look like. But here the description. The strong and cunning leadership of the Werewolf King has long stayed an ancient Dolovan revolution. This spot quietly shield of his warrior pack represent a threat that you will surely encounter again. And this is all its stats it does. Alright, so let's return to the hub. Alright, now let's go to the number 4 one. Your journey back to Battleon from Daggerva is uneventful, aside from being bottled by a bull of playful Zor babies. But then you return to Yogas and disturbing news awaits. He's sleeping. What's is going on? Let's go back outside and I'll tell you about it. Huff. No. It's okay, Robin. I can explain what happened. Save your strength, friend. Let me. Well, shortly after you left for Daggerva, Eldor went wandering and wounded up all the way in Arkothor. We found him before nightfall, luckily, but he had been bitten by a snake. Ouch! I am sorry to hear that, Sage. That is not the whole story. I had a vision. You were in it. I was drawn northwest towards Agathor, but beyond. He fainted. That's not good, is it? No, not good at all. He is old and failed. The poison is very hard for him to deal with. He may not live another day. What can we do? What can I do to help? We may be able to have a potion made that can destroy the poison in his body, but we will need to collect poison sacs from the dead body of the snake. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Go to Agathor. Hunt the snakes. And heal the snake. I do not like dealing with these guys, but what can you do? Weak against wind. Good. Grab this item, throw on this. Now summon a Cloudzel. Switch my pet to, I believe it's not him, is it? No, it's the Platinum Guardian Dragon pet I've got here. Alright. Do I have everything equipped? believe so. Go ahead in. There we go. I do not like dealing with these guys because they dodge so much. If I were range, it'd be a little different, but the only range weapon I get that is not affected is the light spear I've got. Go ahead and drink a healing potion because I'm low on health there. Magic and melee do practically no damage. Nope. You keep on dodging. Alright. Let me get rid of the battle log. Because I think it's the battle log possibly lagging me on that. There we go. I need to basically kill 3 of these snakes, if I remember correctly. Alright, so... let me summon Robin to help me. There it goes. Got my first one. Hunt these snakes. Ah, small bulb, really? Weak against everything, so let me use the Blade of Og for this. Summon my Ice Master Yeti. And then do pet. Pull out the... which pet is it that I want? Let's do Nerf Kitten. They actually nerfed the Nerf Kitten because it's so powerful. I kid you not, they nerfed the Nerf Kitten. The Nerf Kitten is supposed to nerf your enemies with certain attacks and stuff, but they nerfed it. Originally, it would blow up base stuff. Now it doesn't do that. Bulb is short for Big Ugly Rat Pets. Overrun many areas of the whale once every 2 years. No one knows why, but they need to be stopped before they eat all the grains on our farms. The reason why I'm using the Sword of Og is because of a particular it has certain like special abilities that will pop off that are very nice and cool to watch. Like I can summon death with this weapon. And this weapon, you have to have guardianship to get, I think, still. However, or to be able to craft, to be more precise, get all the pieces to craft it, I think you still need guardianship for it. Now, I could be wrong on that. But I've had guardianship on this game for years. So... oh, and by the way, for anyone who are curious for how I am playing this, or where I'm playing this through, since it was originally a Flash game, I'm playing it through a launcher for the game, a special launcher called Alex Games Launcher, which is the developers of the game. That's why it's still getting updates and stuff. There we go. Go ahead. A dealie. A dealie. Don't underestimate this thing. We'll hover over the description. Dealies are cute animals that at first appear to be young, harmless animals, but if you threaten them or their home, watch out. So at first they're weak against wind. Let me show you a little thing about some of... This is why learning the description of some of the monsters come in real good handy for this. In reading the description, because it helps you a lot. Because this is a very lore-based game, and reading the description of a lot of this stuff actually let you know what you're dealing with to some degree. Oh, I needed to change these to wind base. I think when I get it to about quarter health left, I think it does what it's about does. Either quarter or half health when it does it little like special feature. Wow, that was 100 something damage with that lucky hit. Oh, there it goes. It transformed. And it does dark damage now. So looky here. It also, when you use dark damage on it, it heals it. But also, light damage does more damage now. Give me 1 sec. I gotta check something. Okay, Carlo. There you go. Take. Good boy. Alright, we took out the dealie. Now let's see if we can't get another snake here. Nope. A Chomper. Chomper are an alchemically rigorous mistake. Or the alchemist rigorous mistake. He wanted to see if his rigorous methods led into gold would work on living things. When he tried to turn a Farza into a grillworm, Chopper was the result. Alright, it weak against energy. Weapon. My most favorite weapon. This base ability is energy base. For those who don't know, this weapon naturally is energy based, but if I'm fighting werewolf, it does whatever weakest to them, and if I'm fighting a vampire, does whatever the vampire weakest to. It also does the same for whale pies, wherever the whale pie weakest to, and Draco pie, wherever the Draco pie weakest to. So, pet. Okay, so I need a energy base. So I believe this is my energy base. This is an April Fool's pet. They have they still make new events and everything for the game. You doing water damage? I thought he would have done off, but I guess not. Oh, I should have just kept with wind now that I see it. Whoop. There we go. The lag. Let's change pets to this guy. Platinum Guardian Dragon. Hey, McGriffin, did you happen to ever play this game in the past? Because you said I definitely never made it this far in the game earlier, which means I guess you played it in the past? Hey, Apollo. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Only for a short time. I kept restarting because my save never started. Oh. How did that happen? Oh, wait. I know why your save never started. So back then when the game were around, you had to sit for hours on end waiting to because it was like to be able to give access to a server. But if you had guardianship, you would get in immediately. But I remember having to sit there for hours on end to be able to get into a game. I sat there hours to be able to get into the game because how it was a weird server system they had. They don't have that, I don't think anymore. Or if I don't think they do because uh, I think they got rid of that system when they started making because they got the warning Flash player were closing. So they started converting the game out of Flash. Let me grab something real quick. Hello? Take your chew horn. Ah, we got a snake. So let's go ahead and use this. That should cut back a lot of need for stuff. It poisoned me. Alright. So weapons. Weak against wind, right? Yep. I normally do a lot of melee-based weapons. Also, a lot of my weapons are designed to... I don't have to buy a lot of new weapons because most of my weapon level based with me based off my own level. Because of how they are. Which is kind of broken, honestly. But it saves me time not having to constantly buy stuff. You can see how much gold I've got. Right, I've got way too much gold. Almost down. Well, the poison does dark damage too. It used to do off damage. Now it does dark damage. They changed that on me. Alright. Finding melee based wind weapons are hard. Ooh, I got some more sea tokens, which is the premium currency that you can also get without being a premium user. Also, when you get the nut for a house, you want to buy a house and use that to, and then just let the house sit over years and years and it will build up. It will build up Z tokens over the time you let it sit. And I got another one. Nice. But go ahead and summon Robin again to knock it down. Good boy. I just disconnected from something to see if it helps a little with the lag. Okay. More Z tokens. Nice. And that's the last one I needed. Good hunting. You brought back the poison sac collected from 3 snakes. Now we will be able to have a cure made for Sage Yodel. I'm back. Now, what do we need to do with these poison sacs? They're starting to smell a little weird. Well, need to go to Grimmermoor and talk to Relics, the Horbress. She should know what to do, or at least who does. Aura is stronger than I thought. He might just hold on long enough for us to save him. Alright, and this is what we get from this quest. Look at that weapon. I'm pretty sure that did not look like that originally, but now it does. Magical imbued with a southern of snake venom, this crossbow inflicts a curse that repelled the poker of the venomous reptile bite. You can activate it enchantment orb to infect the to interface the effect. I'm not saying that right. Oh nope, no, I don't want to buy that. Okay, return to hub heal. Skip intro. Now we gotta go Little Trouble. Big Trouble in Little Grimmel. I believe this is the one. Wise Sage Order has been stricken down in a poisonous attack. With Robin Hood's help, you will find the ingredient needed for a cure. Now you go to Grimwall where lyric ripples await. I heard you were coming. Love is waiting in the second building on the left. Now I'm going to go eat something. I'm starving. It's hard work standing guard in the cold rain. Here we go. Lily, hello there, traveler. You look like you've been moving all night long. You should see if there's a room available next door at Dolgan's place. I wish I could. I was sent here by Robin Hood from Babylon. I have brought 3 poison saps taken from snakes in Aladon. Ah, I see. That can mean only one thing. You need a cure. Yes, for Sage Odor. That blind old fool, he should know better than wander around in Agador. He should stay close to town. Well, it wasn't really his fault. He had a vision, and well, I was part of it. I didn't know what it all means yet, but don't feel guilty. I'm sure Yodel does not blame you, and neither do I. He should know better, though. Next time he should ask Black Hog to escort him. So, do you actually know Yodel? You sound convincing. My father tried for ages to cure his blindness. He never succeeded. Even though I told my father time and time again that the sage blindness was magical in nature and natural cure never, our natural cure might never work. Alright? Give all the sacks. Oh, I meant to read that. Oh well. Okay, now you better wait outside for a little while. Making a poison cure can be messy. Okay, take a follow. Still raining. This is crazy. It never stops here in Gurmore. I guess that Morga is going to take his break. Delord, are you anywhere nearby? I could use some companion while some company while I wait. Hello, Dewey. Yeah. Vampire Slayer E has come to go this night to track down an evil blight. I ask you now, whatever you have seen a terrible creature that stands quite tall and has undead feature. Actually, I seen things like that all the time, but I haven't noticed anything in Grimmermoor tonight. Apollo! Cool it. Either way, it seems that the two of us are in danger. I have seen, I have been followed by a trio of vampiric rangers. Battled by myself. Okay. I use the restroom real quick, everybody, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Uh, Vampire Warrior, which means I need to switch this to darkness, switch my armor to necromancer, heal. Then go ahead and pet, switch my pet to balloon fighter, then switch my guess or summon to that guy, change my weapon to Darkseeker's sidekick. Alright. Now let's see here. I believe everything is up except for one item, Soul Mastery Amulet. That should boost my crit chance and stuff. What level is... Oh, this Vampire Warrior is level 113. Oh, for those who don't know, these quests scale based off your level. For those who don't know. Let me go ahead and do you. Why are you doing fire damage? It said unknown damage. Unless it's doing that because... Oh, they don't have the unknown damage variant or void damage symbol in the old version. I guess anymore. It was originally a question mark. Void damage has always been a question mark when shown. But I guess they got rid of it for this version or lost it somehow. For the retro portion. Now I have to spend Z tokens to reset it because I did all 5 I can for today. There we go, we took that one down. We got 2 more to take down now. Bonds, bleed, and feel on your foe gain additional knowledge of your foe's spirit. Gaining so it boosts any ability that is put any side effect that I put on them. Go ahead, pull this out, drink mana potion. I just removed my cape off him. Yeah, I don't need a cape on him. Just causes more lag to have the cape on. Let's see here. Everything can be hold okay, right? By the way, if you're enjoying this so far and you're on the YouTube side of the stream, make sure to give me a like. And if you're over on the Kick side and you're new, make sure to give me a follow. Alright, I believe I gotta take out one more. And it's the Vamp Beast of all ones. Item. Throw on that. All my spells are summoning based, as you can see. Back. Haunting, nope, back. Deathwalker. Apparently I got 10 out of... I just became, technically, it says Deathwalker, but it's technically I just turned myself into a Lich. That what it used to be called was a Lich, at least. And this is what it does. Right here, for still functioning, passive skill. There's a passive skill, so I can do whole, that, or this. Which that heals me. But my resistance to darks stay pretty much the same. So pretty much I now have a passive. And then let me do skills here. Let's do whole. Originally this didn't look like this, but since the update of everything, it now makes you look like this. Hello. Yeah, frozen the dude. Items. Oh, you can't use potions while in it? I wasn't aware of that. Item. There we go. They're doing 0 damage to me, buddy. I'm not doing much better, honestly, with damaging. I can't change my armor now either, I just realized. So the only way to deactivate this is by dying, I think. No! Now I have to start the quest all over. We've already read all this, so... battle by myself, there we go. Player loading. Taking me a little bit to load in, my guy. Occasionally it does bug out, but originally I remember back in the day when it didn't show you what you were up against and it was like kind of like completely random uh like with the until it was done loading for the most part, or you kind of didn't fully know until it was done loading. But now it's not like that. I may have to do a restart because I think it just bugged. They're taking this long to load, then it probably bugged, which it does do every now and again. Does bug out on loading stuff. Okay, go heal. Now do a quick little heal swap to this one. There we go. I don't want to show off my username on the stream because this is an old account and I don't want people taking my OG stuff. I'm very protective of my OG stuff. By the way, for those who don't know, if you're all starting new, if you go heal and then go heal view ads, you can on gold get access to special weapons that are actually pretty good for beginners. And even sometimes get some random like uh occasionally be able to get a random like Z tokens and stuff. I remember there were no limit on it originally to do this. I used to sit down for hours on hours just doing that. Oh, hey, Dinner Tims! Yeah, I used to sit hours on hours just watching ads so I could build up my Z token and gold. That's why I have so much gold in the game, honestly. But hey, uh, how you doing, Tims? All right, let's see here. Is it emo only over on the kick for some reason or something? Because I see you spamming a bunch of emojis. Good, you said? Ah. By the way, let me go ahead and check to see how much my house is worth now since it's been so long since I played. Go ahead and go to any shop, and then go to my inventory. Uh, Here's my house. Look how many Z tokens that's worth. And look here, The Z token sell price of your home will increase every week. It was originally every day, I could have sworn, but then they changed it to every week at one point. Nope, I just wanted to spam emojis. Yeah, I can tell that now. But yeah, that how much it is. Now let me go to the actual house vendor. Where is the house vendor? Oh, this my house directly. Uh, estate grounds. Visit neighbor. You can visit other people's houses in the game, by the way. For anyone who wishes to come see my house while I'm online, if you played the game, I can give you a code for that, I believe. Let me see. Uh, next house update in 27 minutes, apparently. Uh, that one good. Do I need, yep, I need to defend some of my stuff. My house has an estate. Not all houses have estates on them where you can build stuff like that. Mine just happened to have it. Weapon, Dark Sequel. Go ahead and do Stormzord, and then do my pet, and then go ahead and do, let's see here. I believe it's this one. This is actually a pet based off of the Lord of Chaos for April Fool's Day. Now the thing is, this guy I believe does ice and light damage. So I'm gonna keep the armor I have on right now for it. Because of that, he does those two types of elemental damage. Because this armor does a overall evenly based damage percentage rollness on everything. Though he just did light damage. Nope, I read that. Let's see here. Nice. Nice. And I'm not even equipping my sword mastery badge yet, or whatever it's called. The sword mastery thing right here, which ups my mastery stuff. There we go. Took it out. Now I'm gonna get more food. I'm already maxed out on everything, I just realized. So already level 10. I need a lot of gold to be able to level that up again. This level 15 currently being under attack. Let's see here. Energy weakness again, but it does light and damage primarily, if I remember correctly. But I'm still going to keep this armor on. By the way, the armor I'm currently have on in the shield is called AUG. They're also basically here, AWE. It's a legendary type deal that is exclusive I think to Guardians. Oh, and by the way, interesting enough, for those who don't know, there are two types of Guardians. You have Guardians and then ex-Guardians. I'm a Guardian. You have to pay for those. But if you do pay for them, it's a one-time pay. You never have to pay again after you pay the first time. So it's like lifetime membership, pretty much. But it's a huge help because it lets you get access to special weapons that would be Guardian only weapons. It also, every, I think, month, you get a golden gift box every month for free instead of having to pay Z token. It gives a nice little like boost. And the golden gift box, you can get a couple of different types of like rarity items from it. Most of the items I get from it are common and a couple of all type ones. Nope, can't upgrade that any further. That's level 10. That's level 10. Wait, God? Oh, yeah, I have to have the portal thing, which I forgot about. Level 10. Cradle level 15. That's max on that. I believe everything maxed technically already heal. Let's go up. Go heal. Ah, this is what need to be leveled up. Go ahead and do that. This one maxed out already. Alright, climb down. Estate shop. Here's the estate shop, which lets you buy like resource stuff like this. Let me see here. Buy items, inventory. This isn't what I'm wanting. By the way, for those who don't know, you can get house guards. So when somebody comes to your house, they will be detected by house guards, which are what these are. I have a lot of them, as you can see. And most house guards, not all, technically this red dragon, war dragon here, I think it's the war dragon. I know the red dragon for sure. Cost gold. So you don't have to use Z token to get that one. But some of them do actually cost Z tokens, which you have to gather the stuff for that. Let me look at my current stats. Here are my current stat of while I'm playing. I've had total battle lands 13 since relogging, 2 total battle hits, misses, all the damage right here, and what pets does what damage, so forth. This is a nice thing to have to this item. Then I can also search for red nose reindeer to start fire. Let's see here. Battle Neil, visit house. Let me see here. How do I pull up there used to be a way to pull up my own thing. I think it's that number right there in the corner there that you used to look me up with. But battle nearby, visit neighbor, random neighbor, specific neighbor. When you do the specific neighbor, I think you type 11022. All right, go. Did that work? Yep, I just went to my own house. Now I have to battle my own house guards. This die weak against everything, so let's just go ahead and slap on this so I get the set bonus. And then switch my pet to the Nerf Kitten, which I'm still mad that they nerfed the Nerf Kitten. But I do understand why. It was one of the best pets to have because of it, how broken it was. Like, it didn't even matter when it came to the original Nerf Kitten. It didn't matter if you when you got the Nerf Kitten, it didn't matter about having any other pet back then, because the North Kitten did all the like was the best pet at the time. It still is, I feel, one of the best ice pets, but it's not as good as it used to be. They nerfed it big time. Ah, weak against fire, huh? Inferno Zord, and then pet. What do Inferno Android pet? Weapon. Weapon, aha. Right here. Now this classified as a spill, so it do spill mastery. Oh, doing its special ability right off the bat and almost took it out one go. There we go. Bye bye. Wolf Dragon next. It weak against wind. I believe it's this. Interesting enough, for those who don't know, the devs of this game actually enjoy Star Wars a lot. That's why they have a lot of items that are uh, in this game based around uh, Star Wars. They also have one of the chat. Am I good on? Okay. Let's see here. Come on. Are we all good now? I may have to disconnect one of the streams. Hello. Wood Grove of Doom, retry. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. We're having difficulties with the game and the stream and everything. Everything breaking. Why am my GPU being ate up so much all of a sudden? All right. Let me refresh over here just to make sure. All right. That just went offline now. Give me a sec. I'm trying to load things up. Okay. Well, go ahead and go to this real quick. All right. Let me try and get some things like fixed still. There's clearly something going on. Eh, All right, now pull this up. Let's see. Loading, loading, loading. Why is it loading? Why am I having difficulties? Gosh darn it.
And stoke the spark to make the balance true. Oh, heavy is the hand that sways the tether of the mind. I walked the ways of silent stars and left the light behind. Beneath the cloak of deepest dark, I seal the power away. A lonely vigil, vast and cold, to hold the gods at bay. For what is rule but hollow pride, a young and foolish fire? I build a realm of quiet grace, away from their desire. So let them claim the field, they'll find no master here, only the breath of frost and flame to cleanse the soul of fear. The sun, it burned the marrow dry, the frost, it cracked the soul. Before the dawn of shifting days, before the dawn of shifting days, before the dawn of shifting days, I learned.
Okay, we're back. I think we're back. Let me go ahead and fix the thing here. Feel. There we go. There we go. We're back, everyone. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got it all fixed now. Go ahead and pull that up. I apologize, everyone, for that. I don't know what happened. One moment I saw, hey, real strength. Oh my word, I'm having a problem. Real max strength. What's up? I just had my stream of malfunction, but I'm back up now. For some odd reason, things are trying to go to us. Things are doing certain things that they shouldn't be. So, yeah. Go heal. There we go. But it looks like everything good now. I don't know what happened though. But here we are. Let's see here. Go to heal. No. Actually, let's go ahead. Go to the Doggerville Forest. Ah, we're back up and running. Yeah, thank you, McGriffin. I don't know what happened, but positive thing, for no interruptions in the stream, I guess you could say. You can always go to YouTube side, but uh, and rewatch it all luckily clean for the most part. But outside of that, we had issues. By the way, I'm a whale pie. That's my race currently, human whale pie, which is basically a combination of a vampire and a werewolf together. You can also, if I wasn't a whale pie, I could be a vampire or a werewolf. Though to get rid of my whale pie powers, I have to go get cured first. However, if I was to, but in order to become a vampire, you must first either be a vampire or a werewolf. You can't just go straight from human to vampire. Now, here's the Draco Pie Legend Legacy here. This is a whole nother thing where it's you're basically a vampire, werewolf, and dragon. The only reason why I'm not using that class, using that race, is simply because it's not as good as the whale pie, because they haven't reworked it yet for the new system, and that's why. But let's go ahead and start off with doing the first one, Nightbane's Fortress. Nightbane, a legendary monster, half whale pie, half dragon, returned to Dagobah, besting his father Wolfwing in battle. It was up to us to defeat him. Nightbane escapes, leaving his fortress behind, still filled with his with his Dracopie minions. You must kill it of monster and see if you can track Nightbane. I'm gonna see the fight between Nightbane and Wolverine. The course forest of Darkoville, or however you say it. There are a bunch of lore to this area, too. But here we are. Whale pie. Yeah, I'm a whale pie. Basically a werewolf and a vampire hybrid. Ah, yes, it shall be a fine place to stay indeed. Here's the vampire queen and the werewolf king. Dot dot dot. You have ruined a perfectly nice evening. I knew it was him. Rah! Your instinct are nothing compared to mine, undead witch. Let us keep the small talk to a minimum, Hellball. Shall we address the reason why we are here? Whatever you say, Nightbane will heal for you. So that is, if that is so, then I feel you are dreadfully ill equipped. You don't scare us. You do not forget who we are talking to, King. Nightbane nearly destroyed all vampires and lycanthropes once before. But not here. This is Darkerville. This is my home, and no one will drive me from it. Not vampire, not monster hunters, no one. Whoop, had to cough. I am tired. If you want me to kill you tonight, make it quick. We are not here to fight you, or rather, I am not. If the king here wishes to be mutilated, so be it. I want to make a deal. He, I do not bargain. I do what I please you. Vampiress seem you know that both of you leave now. They will not leave. They will stay. Well? What do you mean, well? Like, it's spelled like this. Well, oops, I actually did. Well, pie. Well, pie. Right there. That, oops, I sent it. I don't think I sent it to all. Oh, there we go. It's spelled like well pie, and I accidentally sent that to all platforms. Whoops. But yeah, that's how it's spelled. Like whale wolf, whale pie. Whale pie, basically they took whale and werewolf and then pie and vampire. Whale pile, vampire, whale pile, Draco pile. Like, that's how it works. And witness the fall of Nightbane at the hand of Wolfwing. I know that voice. I did not think you would be awake, Wolfwing, but since you are, perhaps it is best. Let fight Nightbane together. We can destroy him. The time for me to fight is not yet here, but If you wish, Wolf King, go ahead. I will enjoy the spectacle. No, I will be the only one to put this whelp in his place. You, your bridge, your bridge, Nightbane, now! Here we go. You had to return, didn't you? All my children, you hold the most promise, but now look at you. You're the grow you have grown pitiful, allowing the elder races of vampire and werewolf to remain the rulers of Darkoville. If it was if it wasn't for me, you and your well piles would be nothing but memory. And I thank you will more power I thanked you with more power than I gave any other. And what did you do? You drank the blood of 1,000 dragons. Don't forget the part where I became more powerful than you. We'll see about that. Yeah, so pretty much those who don't know, a whale pie is created after a whale pie, not a whale pie, a Draco pyro is created when a whale pile just drinks the blood of dragons. That's how they were originally made. However, that has changed. Now that the first whale pile has been made, you'll find out more about that later on. You'll, here they are fighting. It's very clear that he's more than just vampire and werewolf, but he does have hints of dragon in him as well. It seems that it seems we have a case of a student teaching the master how how I formally recall your lessons, Wolfring, and how you will remind remember this day. It not it not over yet, pup. I appreciate the old dog still know a food trick after all. He he he. I wouldn't laugh if I were you. You may be able to fly, but I can do something you can't. Pretty much he spit fire his breath attack all over them. So go heal, go back heal. Do, do, do. Now go back heal, continue. Now enter the fortress. The fortress looks empty from the outside, but within it crawls with hordes of Nightbane Dracopyric minions. This plate crawls. I just said that. Yeah, I know. I just always wanted to say that. Here we are here for two reasons. Clear the fortress of Monster and see if we can find any clues to Nightbane's whereabouts. I know how to do the first thing. I slay monsters for a living. But how do we find out where Nightbane escapes to? As we go through the fortress, we might upon clues, find them all, remember them, and we will talk about them later. Now, let's go slay some supernatural monsters. So this is called Dark Wall. It's basically a special weapon. What about vamp wolves? There is actually a vamp wolf in the inside the game, but it's a specialized monster that actually basically what it is it a actual wolf that been infected with vampirism. So it's basically a vampire wolf and not a werewolf and vampire. That's what the difference is on that. But this specific weapon here, Darklaw, has a does water damage to everything but Draco Vamp. It's specifically made for Draco Vamps. Crew. I don't see any yet, but I hear something coming this way. Whale Dragon. As you can see, that a whale dragon, basically a werewolf that infected a dragon with it, Lycanus. So let me use. I have a special weapon that works better than the Dark Wall heal because it's this weapon here. Sword Mastery. Now what do I need? Fire Pet weapon. Fire Pet is where is it? Here it is. Oh nope, that was not it. That's one of my weapons. Whoops. Go heal. Fire Pet. Phono Droid. Right there. Alright. Now, I believe he does orphan dark damage actually. So let's go ahead and summon my little summon guy here. Alright. There we go. Took it. Oh, it was only level 70? I didn't even need to equip all of the gear then, if that's the case. Draco Vamp Apprentice. Okay, so this basically got thing. Formerly a leader of a group of Seraphon elite Saxons and bodyguards, the Vampirist has been enhanced with draconic power and can really make your day suck. A pun. They like putting a lot of puns in this game. They're very punny. And the people are for this game. She still evaluate the same. She's still vulnerable to the same overcover as her form's more sister remembers. Start over slow and then let. It doesn't show all the description, but basically for those who are wanting the lore behind a Draco Vamp, it's basically a vampire that has that was given from it's basically a vampire that was given draconic powers. That way it is. And There we go. Ooh, I forgot about that. These guys heals with one of their attacks. And it does a lot of healing. It sucks. But yeah. Dead. We won. Have to keep looking. Nothing here. Looks like something spent a lot of time cleaning up. There should be bodies of dead monsters everywhere. How about yours? Hee hee hee. A whale dragon level 100. There we go. Alright. There we go. Took that one down. Still. Could the fact that all the dead monster disappearing be a clue? I need to keep moving. They're disappearing because we're taking them out. Those statues are everywhere. I wonder who they are supposed to be. I need to get a closer look. What is that? Take it. Looks like I have company. Fight. Ah, this guy. Night Tracer. So a Night Tracer? This is interesting. This flying beast seemed to be a mix of vampire, bat, wolf, and even dragon. So it's a vampire bat that got infected with Lycanov somehow, and then gained draconic powers somehow on top of that. So you got a triple whammy of that there. And it weak against fire. Go ahead and attack again. All right, there we go. Another Night Tracer. These guys can hit electric damage and a couple and dark damage, as well as I believe oath damage. All the 3 different types they tend to switch from in between, based on certain like stuff. Come on, down you go. took it down. Alright, file. I don't know why I keep on checking. But I do it out of habit, honestly. For every monster, I always just look at it. Even if it's the same monster before, it's a complete, like, muscle memory type thing to do. Down it go. Oh, I got Z tokens. They retreating further into the fortress. Look at the clue from the statue. Dear Beverly, I feel that I can no longer live with you. You have lost too much of your humanity and crave too much power. I must go now to Furman Alley where I will join my sister. Please do not follow me. With deepest regards, Lady Ilvin. Hey, stop running and fight! Dot dot dot. Oh. They, here they come, all of them. Alright. Level 101 heal. Honestly, I actually kind of wonder how many hours I have put into this game now thinking about it. Since I've been playing this game off and on since I was a kid, I guess I would have almost just as much, the same amount of hours in it as I would RuneScape. There we go, down it goes. Racco Vamp Lord, which is weak to light. So it's a vampire lord that inherit or get the power of vampire. How's it going, man? Or how's it going, man? You mean how it going, right? It's going good. Currently, there we go. Gotta switch to that. There we go. I'm currently just doing this. What about you, Pride Slayer? I had my stream disconnect completely earlier. You missed out on that. I don't know if it's showing it properly either. The chat. Just editing, bro. How about you? I'm actually doing playing Adventure Quest currently, as you can see. And I'm going through the whole I'm gonna be going through the whole quest line about Pyros, which is basically it's a werewolf. It's basically a combinedness of werewolves, vampires, and dragons. That's what they are. This happens to be just a werewolf and a dragon mix. The one I took out before was a vampire and dragon mix. Now, I'm currently a werepire, which is basically a werewolf and a vampire mixed together. Does off damage. Yeah, I forgot those guys only do off damage. Weak sauce. Vampires are much more a pain to deal with, I feel, than werewolves, because werewolves don't heal like vampires do. Because they're actually a vampire that heals itself, as well as it takes less damage from every attack you do on it. Alright, keep on finding. There are too many. Retreat. You made it back alive! Did you think a screwy minion could stop me? Not for 1 minute. I knew you would finish those fiends off on your search for clues. You did find some clues, right? Why, yes, I did. I noticed that all the monster bodies have been removed from the fortress since we raided it a while ago. Interesting. That might mean that someone is planning to recycle the bodies somehow. Maybe bring them back to life or possibly just feed them to something. Did you find anything else? I found a letter stuck between the closed hands of one of the statues. Great, let's look at it. I know it here somewhere. Oh, I think I lost it. Well, no problem. I'm sure you know what it said. You did read it, right? Of course I did. I knew I could count on you. So well do you think Nightbane might have gone? It's this one here. Okay, here we are at Fullerton Abbey. It's almost too quiet here, don't you think? Yes, it is quite indeed. But if Nightbane did come here, then that is all the reason it would need to be quiet. Then we should hurry and get inside. Hello? Is anyone here? ... You should not have come here. Who are you? Do you need help? No, but you will need help soon enough. Well, if you want to fight, then you better just shut up and bring it on. Did I really just say that? There we go. We have Nightbane here. Wolverine and Agava put together would only just match his power. What chance do you have? So, Agatha is basically a dragon. I mean, basically the Dragon Mancer teacher, for those who don't know. In order to do wrong dragon mancing, you basically have to drink the blood of a dragon. But let's see here. It should automatically attune. No? Yeah, it did. Wait, Waddle. Yep, weak against Waddle. Okay. Nightbane. Just editing. Alright. There we go. We took him out. No problem. We took out Nightbane. So you defeated me. I have failed to protect the Abbey. What do you mean I defeated you? I just fought Nightbane. I may have looked like Nightbane and had his abilities, but that was really an illusion. It's a special mental ability that my mother taught me. Who was your mother and why are you pretending to be Nightbane? I am Clover, daughter of Lady Ellic. She fell in love with Nightbane when he was only a man called Bellis, a man who wanted power beyond imagining. The father of Bellis had disappeared, and Bellis left my mother in search of him. Bellis returned months later, but had changed over time. He became a monster. My mother left Bellis then and came here to be with my aunt. She met a farmer and married him, and they married. I grew up near here after all of the elements princesses left the abbey. Elemental elemental priestesses left the abbey. This became a special place where my mother taught me about our special mental power. So you have come here in search of Nightbane? I did. We defeated his army, but he ran away. We have been looking for him ever since. He is too dangerous to let go. Maybe I can help. I need money for the upkeep of the abbey. If you pay me, I will teach you how to use the Nightbane illusions. You won't be as strong as the real Nightbane, but the ability you gain will make you stronger as you level up. So, we have two different versions of it, a level 15 and a level 55. So pretty much a mentalist taught you how to create an illusion of the legendary Dracopie Nightbane around yourself. And that's what it looks like. And this is the stat. It's not really that good. It's actually pretty bad, I would say. Though the Wellpie form and even the vampire form and regular werewolf form is better. Please let me know when you find Nightbane. Not long ago he visited my family in the night and took my mother away. I was hoping your mother is still alive. I will keep looking. Thank you and good luck. All right, there we go. Vampire has won the latest War of the Fangs, apparently. I can't join the War of the Fangs because I'm a werepie. It's strictly between vampires and werewolves. Alright, the War of Drogoville, or whatever. Drogoville. It has been a long time, Yoga. So it has. I thought you were dead. Why do I have a feeling you're not here to pick up where we left off? You are a dear old friend. Perhaps someday we might explore if we still feel. No, my concerns right now is Doggerville. My moisture has been detached 7 times from all sides. Things are very uneasy. The people there are being attacked by all three sides vampire, lichens, and vampires. I try speaking to them, but they will not heed me so. You want our help? I would be indebted to you. Oh, and Yagava, please don't mention this to. Of course I won't. The devourer returned. The law brought upon Dereva an uneasy for a time, calm for a time. However, his passing from this world has felt an end to the claim, troubling bruise and Darova. Whatever we have against each other, Bloodsucker, the threat is in the adornments. There have been many accusers into our intrusions into our territory, and you had not had it any better. I question the wisdom of provoking Wolverine, especially since he has gained considerable support from the would-be hero of this land. Wolverine has lost control of his spawn. It's time that we deal with them. It would be like you contending to place the blame on me, even as your son in his shadow pact terrorized not only the people of Dagava, but people contained raids on my children. He has a point. I have heard several reports of your boy's blackguard enter engaging my people as well, Dogface. As if you have room to talk, Vampiress. Your kind have launched several attacks, reaching nearly as far as Assyrian's fortress to the south of Frostfield to the north. This pointless blame is getting us nowhere. All three of us need to regather in our ha. He presumed to tell us to what to do, Bloodsucker Queen. No, only to clearly the convent is ended. Conversation clearly this conversation is ended. We shall settle this issue the old fashioned way. War? You must be kidding! You've grown soft and cowardly, Wolverine. Time to teach you what tune the younger generation dances to. And the vampire, lichens, and werepie are at war on each other, and the human of Duraver are caught in the crossfire. The white dresses have come from the monasteries and Dagobah to seek the aid of the legendary hero of Babylon by myself. So here we are, uh, where we have a enemy defeated 50%, like Battle of Werewolf Hill, Dracopie, enemy defeated. Apparently 100% Dracopies have been slain. They're clearly not popular. Battle for the Dracopie. Oh, wait, the Dracopie are the most popular. My bad. Humans are second. And then werewolves. Werewolves have always been kind of the disliked group out of them all. And then vampires have always been here. But yeah, let's go with humans. All right. Let's see here. File. Okay. Weapons. No items. Sword. Thing here. Now go to pets. Bring out my Inferno Android. Do the Inferno Zol summon. This should be quick and easy now that I've got everything set up. Took down the first one. Go ahead and heal me. Vamp Apprentice. Start off slow and then let loose the killing. Apparently is their like whole like thing. Just edit. All right. We won that battle. Battle on. A whale pie. I'm fighting my own kind. Sounds about right. I'm going to use nothing but the stuff I get currently equipped simply because, and not do changing of gears, simply because everything have a weakness to fire heal, but not everything is weak against light. Regular werewolves are not weak against light damage, but they are weak against fire. But werewolves and vampires are weak against fire. However, it's vampires are not like it's not the strongest weakness. What have you learned? My father and the others are a mess. My queen is adding to the chaos just as you expected. If you want to make a move, Lord Daravad, the time is soon upon us. Your half sister is in the castle, however, and those loyal to her father, God, it does not matter. I just need a brief audition and to take out his two commanders. I think I deserve to know, Donovan. Please tell me. I cannot, Kellen. Kellen, from what exactly did you save my grandfather? What From what exactly did you save my grandfather, Donovan? Go look. My bad. What am I not being told? That is not my place to say. I am sorry. Dot dot dot. Father! Ouch! Seven, what's wrong? Apart from the falling debris having shattered Bartle's coffin, nothing, just a small cut from the glass. Karas, Coretta! Look over your master while I demise what caused this. Has what happened taught you nothing? This world tenders on the principle, and you still fight? And for what? To be the strongest predator? A predator that outclass you in every way is inhibiting with a wave of the hand. That should tell you something. Here you stand at the end of yet another pointless bloody war, and all three races will face an utter extinction along with the entire forest if this continues. Will no one stand for Doggerville? I will. Ceres? Ceres, what is it? I do not feel very well. Ah, Ceres! The strong predator. Yes, mother, you are right about that. It is time to make our move. Let's go. All right, let's see here. We get this particular item here, which forged by Yada, Alex, and E. The Pyrospectre can shift between three different forms, each of which has a bonus either vampire, werewolf, or werepie based upon your own sub your own subrig. So pretty much what it does is it changes it looks based on, I think it changes it like stuff based on your own like uh subspecies, I think it means. Sub black, I think it says. Alright. So return to town. Alright, so it's my eye here. Alright, the death of the Dracopy or Nightbane at the hand of the Goa the Devourer create a vacuum in the power schedule of Gullaville. The White Address arrived to ask Yoa to seek out the aid of the hero of Babylon in a world that has been broken, that in a world that had broken out among the three leaders of the Dollarville, unbeknownst to the White Address into those leaders, a mysterious Dollarville with the help of the werewolf king's own son and several of Seraphim and Wolfwing's supporter, the royal attendants, ushers that war in order to gain access to the fortress of the late Nightbane, Bars. At the end of the war, Baal's daughter Sarah, aided by the Margot Dillock, traveled to the fall traveled to the front where Cyrus plagues to fight the Golovans, only to suddenly collapse and now be considering. I will. Cyrus? Cyrus, what is it? I do not feel well. Ugh. Let me do a quick adjustment of stuff here. Alright. The strongest predator. Yes, mother, you are right about that. Is it time to make our move? Let's go. What is it? What has happened to my granddaughter? You, get away from her. You see what your fighting brings? Alice, I did not intend. Dulak, what is wrong with her? What is the mark on her arm? What is that mark on her arm? What do I care for what you intend? My daughter has fallen. And who are you to talk? You abandon her and let her think you dead or worse. I left to try to protect her from this. I had enough. Oh wait, I had already swallowed Edward. I knew I could not escape it. I hoped to spare her. You failed, Edward. She is involved now. Would you two stop fighting? We need to get the child to some place safe before the colleges kill her. Colleges? What do you know, Duluk? This affect a very small. This affect a very small. Whoops. The effect is a very simple to what happened to you. This effect is very similar to what happened to you, Wolfwing. While I guarded you and fought off the creatures that sought to kill you, yet there are other colors here. She is infected. What? No! The Scarava at the castle broke. Wait, the scripts at the castle broke, and she was cut by grass. That grass must have had some of her father's blood on it as well. She is infected, but the warnings strain are sure to kill her if we cannot act now. The daughter of Baal has been infected by the blood due to manipulation of her half-brother Dava, jealous of the attention Ella bestowed upon Ball's children, he has moved to take Ball's castle for himself. The Morgan Duluk Wolverine and the Lady Alec have taken Sir to a small forest college that served as Wolverine's base of operation. He'll Duluk fights to save Kura's life. Unable to do it alone, he sends Alec to her old friend Yoro to seek the aid of an adventurer willing to accept a very dangerous task. I need several rare herbs. They only grow in the deepest parts of the forest to the west. That means traveling the straw that was left by the passage of the Grower War. What most, if not all, of the creatures there have mutated unnaturally. Will you aid us in saving my daughter? I will search for the herbs. Battle by myself. Undead dragon mutation. Only Zabrak Twisted Able necromancer that he is could have came up with something like this. Alright, so light is its weakness. Heal. Items. Alright. Let me rearrange stuff here again. Go ahead and equip the Spell Mastery Amulet. That should help. Alright. Let's see. Now I need to change my pet to a light pet. There we go. And then summon my Light Zord. Alright. Look like I need to drink a mana potion. Also, shield. Throw that on. Armor. Where is it? Right here. Now, item. Drink mana potion. By the way, Pride Slayer, if you're still there, what are you editing currently? Are you editing for the Iron Man account? Which video are you working on? I know you said you've been wanting to work on a couple of different videos. Or are you gonna leave us in the dark with that? I mean, it's okay if you do. Don't you think? Gotta keep some stuff close to your chest, right? Alright, let's check here real quick. I actually love the storyline in this, all the different branching storylines in this game. And then all of them seem to interconnect in some way or another. Has a lot of unique lore in it because technically this quest is sort of connected with the Devourer quest saga, which is like the Devouring quest saga is like the main like saga, I believe. Undead dragon mutation. Let me check here. Anima Ward, already going with that. Go ahead and activate that. Next. Go there with that. There we go. And then turn that on and turn that naturally on already. Okay, detect. Gonna do 0 damage to me until my ward is completely removed. Or burial. Whatever you want to call it. Item, go ahead and throw that on. Now, let me see, weapon. Just to check, I believe this is the only weapon I got that does. That would be good. Because the rest of my weapon, yeah, deals low damage but leaves your foe with radius bombs. Alright. Since I equipped that spell mastery amulet, note how more easy it is for me to hit. Pile. Oh, there he goes. Tentacle scroll something. Weak against light. There we go. You have found some relics film. Spikelin Clausen. This large creature used to be a male snake, but something has changed it into a more formidable adversary. Weak to ice, apparently. Oh yeah, I forgot about this weapon doing this little bit of changing from being able to change from different like one. It always set to magically where I need it, I think. Anyway, melee, range, and then magic. There we go. This does off damage, so switch that. Now armor. Switch armor to this. Now pet. Switch to my pet, the North Kitten. And then switch my summon to the Ice Master Yeti. And then drink a mana potion. Nice. My Yeti stunned him, which gives a chance to miss around. I guess it counts as a staff with the current form, I'm guessing. That's just my guess. All right. I really wanted to up my off resistance. I do have an item I can equip that would help with that. But you're already doing like 0 damage, so I don't really see much of a point in equipping it, really. Here we are. I believe this is it. Yep, that's it. That also boosts my dexterity with that on. That item on. And we boosts my defense against off, attack, and so forth. There we go, it went down. Oh, got Z tokens from that. Nice. Owl flower. Alright, so I need fire. Pet. No, weapon. Fire weapon right here. Item spill. This alien flower has special powers and it not willing to give peace a chance. Yeah, apparently it does off damage, it looks like, so that's good on that. Let me go ahead and switch my pet to the Inferno Droid, Android, and I'm good to go. Look at what the moon looks like. Looks like it has a creepy face on it. That's always been the case for this game. They kind of always have had it with a creepy face. There we go. Scaled rose. Or scattered rose. This rose has its thorns. The sharper violet from No Man's Land has a green thumb when it comes to alternate plants. Alright, so fire is it weaks against. Wait, why did I do that? Item. Gonna be off damage, so go ahead and drink the mana potion to reestablish that. See, my everything this round is pretty much plant-based, I've noticed. Which all plant types do, or either do all for water damage, and they will always practically be weak to fire. You found some Tavern Thornza. Smashing Ogre. Weak to light and wind. Well, wind, huh? Actually, no, it do Rainbow Ends still, and then do the Spell Mastery. Let's do the Cloud Sword, summon a pet, Balloony Fighter. There we go. There we go. Heal me. Thank you. Altered. Weak to energy and wind and fire. Energy, wind, and fire. So let's go with this one then, if that's the case, and then throw that on. Wind, and then energy, wind, and fire. Now pet. We got energy pet, fire pet, and then the wind pet. Alright, now since it does off and water damage both, let's go ahead and switch armor heal to this. Use shield of awe. There There we go. Mm. There we go. And then we got this guy again. Weapon. Summon you. Now let's go ahead and do pet. North kitten. Go ahead and attack. Weak against getting hit by magic anyway right now because it's only 71 while melee and range is 75. I already read the stuff on that. Go ahead and pull this out and drink a mana potion. Go ahead, last hit. There we go, we took it down. Ooh, more Z tokens. I've been getting those a lot today. Today is my lucky day for that. She has aged and matured due to the infection, but I believe it is now society. Is she cured? No, even the transference of my healing more blood is not enough to cure this. If she had been forsaken any sooner than she had been, she would have died. It was just enough to keep her alive. Then the avatar of death left her it to took part of her soul. She may as well be dead. No, my healing magic is a little different from most Morgos. I was able to break the link with the Ulrika she is attracted. The big question now is whether or not she will survive what happens next. What do you mean what happened next? The three collaborators are now one. My healing magic has brought them together, but it could not remove them. What happened next is she will either be transformed into a Dracopyre or she will die. And then we have here. Good, my sister has not returned. It is time to proceed with the ritual. Bring Ambarika's form lyrics. Formal lyrics. Yes, my lord. We shall never serve you, handmaidens. Handmaiden. No, of course you won't. You are loyal to Balas and his children, but your blood will. You are about to meet Antony. Say hello to Balas for me. Why are you doing this? Second Lackle. Uh, soon I will perfect what your former master only dreamt. I shall take over as the strongest predator. You will become a Dracopie? Bingo! And you are going to help me. Alright, so I just got some spells here. So what does these spells do? Call on a trio of Dargava creatures to trouble your foe. That's what that one does. And then we have a 3 type one here. Let's see. Tea made from this herb, which grow in Dragonbane rich soil, will still your body and your mind. If I remember correctly, this stuff basically gives you a boost against dragons. If I remember correctly, let's go ahead and buy it. Now, the tea made from this herb, a Weather of Godlet, will protect you somewhat from vampirism, increasing your charm and darkness defense. That one not really good for me to use because I already got a thing that works good for dark defense as well. Then we have that one. Tea made from this herb, a Waver of Wolfbane, will protect you somewhat from Lycanthropes, increasing your END and off defense. Okay, so pretty much these only like good if I'm wanting to use them for fighting wanting to increase my ability for fighting against vampire and werewolves, but this one is good against dragons, and I have a good amount of stuff for that, but not as much as the other stuff. I tried to buy it again and I can't. Anyway, we jump to town. The Draco Pyro Legacy. Alright, so called Nightwind and Gracefang are born. Night Revenger. A dark evil has arisen. The new Dracopie Night Raven want all of Dreadful to his grasp, his plan. All shall bow before his army, or they will stake his thoughts. Okay, to battle by myself. Pet, go ahead and throw on the Inferno Droid. Do Inferno Zord, heal, armor, go ahead and put on nah, keep the armor on. It's gonna be weapon I need to change. Go ahead and where is it? Right here. Item. Now go ahead and grab this. I have way too many specialized weapons specifically for vampire and werewolf hunting and pie hunting, pile hunting, and so forth. You know what I forgot to do? I need to put on the proper shield. There we go. It's already set on off. Good. Down you go, in one go, Draco Wolf, which is a werewolf that's been given dragon powers, pretty much. Energy damage. But he's about to die. Oh. Oh yeah, we got we got more Z tokens. That put me at 314 Z tokens now. Oh, this thing. Ravenous Whale Hail. So it's basically a rabbit that is a werewolf as well. Really a disconcerting sight of many adventurer. It is to find your path brought by a creature so terrifying that it is hard to believe started out as one of the cutest animals in the wild. I believe my ability on that should. Yep, it does. Oh, and weak to wind of all things, I just found out. Interesting. Stat resistant bonus. That comes from the shield in the wand, I believe. I mean, the weapon, I believe, too, gives that as well. He just threw an Easter egg at me. There we go. Switch that to Doc. Armor. Switch to Necromancer's Cloak. Heal. Thanks. Smoke. So, you are brave enough to face us? Challenge battle all 3 in a row. No, run away. No guilt. No gut. No glory. Let's do this one. This actually pretty like easy. And he's gonna do either dark damage or off damage. Velen, a whale pie that is a distant second to Wolfwing in power. Serves as a leader for Night Trend. Alright, so let's see. Looks like it's gonna do primarily dark damage, he is, which is good to me. Almost down. There we go. Strolat. Strola is a very royal and bloodthirsty vampire, serving as the leader for Night Region, something like that. Alright, so go ahead and do this. After this, I'm gonna have to, after I get finished with these battles, I'm gonna have to go ahead and log off for the night and hit the hay because I'm getting drowsy now. So let's complete these last, like, couple of battles, I think it is. Read the lore and then hit the hay. Let me get a drink of some water. There we go. Thrasher, whatever his name. Thrasher is an extremely rare black werewolf, serves as a leader for Night Rain. Alright, this should be an easy one. Go ahead and switch shield off and then switch my armor to this. I need drink a mana potion here. Every little bit of damage helps. I just yawned. There we go. Another grandchild seeks my head. No, for he was my son by my second husband. I swore to spare him all of this from the start, so I told him nothing. Unfortunately, it seems that only make him feel removed and second best compared to his siblings. That Pelika Ogre and would be grammatical of Delavan is the son of a farmer. Before you mock his heritage, I suggest you consider what he has done. Clearly, something needs to be done about him, but how? He is mine. Curran, you should not be moving about. He is everything I seek to oppose. Crois, you need rest. Rest comes later, mother. Now Gracefang goes to end this. Gracefang? He has created his own discretion. I shall fight for Darkerville. Do we really need another one? Love how that was said. So pretty much we're still here. Champion Vain Sword. This weapon is a copy of Vain Sword, the favorite blade of Gracefang and Gracefang the Draco Pyro. Bonus damage versus werewolves and vampires. Okay. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. I did not want to redo it. Free. Alright, so let's check out this number 5, which Nightbane's death created a vacuum and even as old enemy unite and unfurl, seek to afford their land, new enemy allied, Dorkovan, half brother of Zer and Eric Edwards, Vampire Slayer E, and son of the White Address Lady Ella, orchestrated a war using the werewolf king's son and servants of Siren and Wolfwing royal lackey nor addicting plan, use the blood of Bel and that of his Lilith in a ritual to raise himself as a Draco Pyro. Let Sir his prey to fight the unify Darkova and to take up E's task in a new future. However, due to Doran's actions, she has become infected by Nightbane's blood and newly perceived Ultimate. Both siblings arose as new Dracopies. Their nature could not be any more concerning with the ultimate fate of Darkerville hanging in the balance. The last thing the Legion needs is more insanity, yet even as the individual class between brother and sister draw close, odd reports from the no man's land make it quite apparent that it just what the world is going to get. Here they are. There they were fighting. Well, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream off here. I am getting drowsy as heck. Make sure to leave a like on the stream if you're on the YouTube side. And if you're on the Kick side, make sure to give me a follow and give me a subscribe over on YouTube as well. Mean a lot. And I'll let. Oh my lord, I'm getting so tired. I can't even remember my stuff right. And I'll see you all later. And remember, as always, remain forgotten. See ya, everybody.